Individuals with Mercury in Sagittarius in the first house are natural freethinkers. They enjoy exploring diverse philosophies, cultures, and belief systems. Their conversations are marked by optimism, enthusiasm, and a broad, sweeping view of the world. They may have a tendency to overlook details, jump to conclusions, or promise more than they can deliver. In relationships, these individuals are straightforward, honest, and often a breath of fresh air. They value intellectual stimulation and often seek companionship with those who share their love for learning and exploration. However, their bluntness can sometimes hurt feelings inadvertently. Their career may be influenced towards jobs where they can use their excellent communication skills, intellectual inquisitiveness, and expansive worldview. These could include activities as a teacher, journalist, travel guide, or philosopher. Strengths include intellectual curiosity, a knack for languages, optimism, and an ability to see the big picture. Challenges for Mercury in Sagittarius in the first house arise from a tendency towards over-optimism, overlooking details, and occasional tactlessness. They can at times be impatient or dismissive of those who don't share their views. These individuals might discover that personal growth comes from learning to appreciate the details, finding balance in their optimism, and understanding the value of patience and tolerance. Cultivating active listening skills can also help them deepen their relationships. They need to ensure they don't gloss over important details and to be mindful of how their words impact others. In learning to combine their broad-mindedness with a careful attention to the smaller elements, they can find more fulfillment and success. Mercury in Sagittarius signifies a bright, optimistic, and adventurous mind with an innate love for knowledge and learning. Individuals with this placement tend to have broad perspectives, often thinking in big-picture terms. They're drawn to philosophy, spirituality, and higher education. Located in the second house, the planet Mercury symbolizes the link between one's self-esteem, material possessions, and financial stability. With Sagittarius in this house, the individual tends to dream big and aim high in terms of wealth, often finding unique ways to earn or spend. This placement produces individuals who are sublime communicators, especially in multicultural or philosophical fields. Their optimistic spirit, paired with their hunger for knowledge, makes them great in professions such as tourism, academia, or anything that allows them to experience various cultures and ideas. Their key strength is their vast understanding and open-mindedness, which enables them to learn and adapt quickly. They radiate positivity, making them charismatic and likable. However, their challenges lie in focusing on details and practicality, as they tend to overlook minor yet essential elements. The main personal growth lesson for these individuals involves balancing their grand aspirations with pragmatic thinking. They must learn to pay attention to details, manage their finances wisely, and not let their optimism blur their judgment in crucial decisions. These experiences help them grow into the best versions of themselves. As they achieve their financial goals, they find contentment and deepen their understanding of the value of materialistic aspects in life. Having Mercury in Sagittarius in the third house signifies an individual with a zest for learning. This person is often characterized by their optimism, enthusiasm, and a broad-minded perspective. They love to communicate and share their knowledge, making them engaging conversationalists. They are naturally curious and have an insatiable appetite for exploration and understanding new concepts. In terms of relationships, this individual tends to appreciate openness and candor. They value intellectual compatibility and love to engage in deep and meaningful conversations. Their sense of adventure can also spill over into their relationships, keeping things exciting and engaging. From a career perspective, this placement suggests work involving communication, teaching, travel, or philosophy. Their big ideas and expansive thinking can excel in roles such as writers, philosophers, teachers, or travel guides. Strengths associated with this placement include intellectual curiosity, optimism, and adaptability. However, they may face challenges, such as being overly candid, which can sometimes hurt others. These individuals also have a tendency to overthink or become overwhelmed by too many big ideas. The key personal growth lessons for this person include learning to listen more and communicate with more patience and consideration. They may also strive to implement more structure in their thoughts and ideas to achieve their many ambitions. They are reminded to celebrate the beauty of life's details, not just the overarching concepts. When Mercury is in Sagittarius in the 4th house, it reflects a person with an optimistic and explorative mind that is rooted in family and home. This individual has a deep desire to understand profound truths and is constantly exploring ideas and experiences to expand their understanding of the universe. They express themselves honestly and openly, often with a philosophical bent. They approach life with enthusiasm and love for adventures and new experiences. In relationships, they are adventurous and open-hearted. They love sharing their ideals and philosophy with others and have a knack for stimulating meaningful conversations. However, they must be wary of being too judgmental or direct, which can often offend others. In terms of career, these individuals are inclined towards fields that allow them to explore ideas or provide academic stimulation. Given the 4th house's emphasis on home and family, they may excel in professions related to real estate, hospitality, or any field that allows them to combine their intellectual interests with their strong sense of home. The strengths linked to this placement include optimism, intellectual curiosity, and honesty. The challenges include tendency towards judgmental attitude, being restless, and sometimes a lack of detail-orientedness. The personal growth lessons for this individual lie in learning to balance their thirst for travel and exploration and their need for home and stability. They also need to learn to harness their honesty and directness in a way that respects others' feelings. These individuals have the capacity to be not just scholars but also wise and insightful individuals who use their wisdom for the benefit of others and society at large. With Mercury in Sagittarius in the 5th house, communication is key. This person likely loves expressing creative ideas and seeking truth in all things. They might enjoy exploring big concepts and sharing their unique perspectives. They are often adaptable in communication, making learning new languages and connecting with diverse groups easier. In relationships, they probably appreciate intellectual stimulation and independence. Conversations with them are often filled with humor and optimism. They may struggle if they feel their freedom is threatened, or if conversation gets too mundane. Career-wise, they could do well in fields that require clear communication and creative thinking. Work in education, publishing, travel, or public relations could be suitable. They may also have potential in entertainment or sports, thanks to their natural enthusiasm and charisma. Strengths include positivity, adaptability, and the ability to share compelling narratives. Challenges might involve a tendency to overgeneralize or exaggerate and a difficulty focusing on details. This makes them prone to misunderstanding intricate points or misjudging situations. For personal growth, they should learn to pay attention to details and avoid stretching the truth. Practicing active listening can also boost their relationship-building abilities. It's vital for them to balance their love for intellectual independence with empathy, understanding that other perspectives are equally valid. Respecting and appreciating diversity in thinking is a valuable lesson for them to learn. Having Mercury in Sagittarius in the 6th house indicates a naturally curious, optimistic, and philosophical mind. It suggests a personality that loves learning and is well inclined to explore new ideas. This placement embodies an insatiable desire for knowledge combined with a propensity for diverse and global thinking. In relationships, communication is often enthusiastic and honest, sometimes too honest, leading to bluntness. This person might struggle to comprehend or respect others' boundaries due to an inherent belief in absolute truth and freedom of speech. Although their honesty can sometimes be blunt, it's always aimed to assist and educate. They are loyal, entertaining, and likely to make their partners intellectually stimulated and emotionally loved. In career terms, this placement may promote success in professions requiring expansive thinking, communication skills, or dealing with foreign cultures. Hence, careers in education, travel, journalism, public relations, or even law can be potentially rewarding. A primary strength lies in broad-mindedness and intuitive understanding of abstract concepts. However, communication style might be challenging due to a potential lack of discretion or sensitivity. Learning to temper bluntness with tact and understanding can promote personal growth. Elaboration of ideas can be improved to make arguments more compelling. Overall, embracing moderation in communication and understanding nuances can help to balance the strength of Mercury in Sagittarius in the 6th house. Mercury in Sagittarius in the 7th house suggests an individual with a cerebral, independent, and philosophical mindset. They are curious, open-minded, and always in pursuit of knowledge. They're excellent communicators, often expressing complex ideas in an understandable and engaging way. In relationships, these individuals value intellectual compatibility and mutual growth. They enjoy deep, meaningful discussions and they're likely to seek partners who share their thirst for knowledge and exploration. This placement may cause them to overthink things in their relationships, leading to unnecessary worries and misunderstandings. In terms of career, this placement suits roles requiring diplomacy, mediation, or negotiation, such as lawyer, diplomat, or counselor. They're successful in careers that let them use their communication skills and intellectual curiosity. And yet, their restlessness may lead to frequent work changes or an unconventional career path. Their main strengths include communication, intelligence, and an adventurous spirit. They're often popular due to their positive and optimistic disposition. However, their challenges may lie in decision-making, where their tendency to overthink can cause delays and stress. For personal growth, they should learn to balance their intellectual curiosity with practical decision-making. They will benefit from learning how to translate grand ideas into feasible realities. This may involve learning to balance their desire for freedom and intellectual exploration with the practical demands of everyday life. Embracing adventure alongside consistency will enrich their personal and professional life. Mercury in Sagittarius in the 8th house suggests a person with a deep and philosophical mind. They're likely to enjoy exploring and understanding the mysteries of life. This placement points to a natural curiosity about the unseen, metaphysical, or occult topics. Communication is enthusiastic, expressive, and sometimes bold. In relationships, this individual may attract partners who challenge their intellect and stimulate their curiosity. They're honest and eager to share their thoughts, but they might occasionally come off as too blunt or inconsiderate. It's essential for them to learn how to communicate with sensitivity to avoid unintentional misunderstandings. Career-wise, this placement can excel in fields such as psychology, philosophy, financial management, and investigative areas. They're often known for their innovative problem-solving skills, the capacity to see the bigger picture, and their ability to communicate complex ideas simply. Their passion can influence others, helping them to lead or inspire in their professional environments. Strengths associated with this placement include intellectual curiosity, honesty, and enthusiastic communication. Challenges may include a tendency to be overly blunt or to become obsessed with complex or hidden topics. Personal growth lessons may center around developing greater sensitivity in communication and learning to balance their deep dive into complex matters with more mundane day-to-day realities. This placement is a call to use their deep understanding to facilitate healing, transformation, and growth, both personally and for others around them. Mercury in Sagittarius in the 9th house can be quite a jovial placement. It often suggests a vibrant personality who loves exploring new concepts and cultural experiences. People with this placement are often outgoing, with expansive and visionary minds. They are intrinsically curious, love to learn, and are fascinated by different philosophies, belief systems, and cultures. This can make them gifted storytellers. In relationships, they value open-mindedness and independence and dislike people who are too critical or narrow-minded. They're often the adventurers in the relationship, pushing their partners to go beyond their comfort zones. Their ideal partner is someone who is intellectually stimulating and shares their love for travel and learning. As for career influences, these individuals may thrive in roles that allow them to use their writing or speaking skills, such as journalism, travel writing, teaching, or academia. They could also do well in jobs involving foreign cultures or languages because of their excellent communicative skills and natural curiosity. The primary strength of this placement is their adventurous spirit and open mind, making them lifelong learners. However, they may struggle with focusing on details and being disciplined, often interested in big ideas but finding it challenging to follow up. Apart from these, personal growth lessons might include learning to enjoy the journey, not just the final destination. They may need to realize that while pursuing the bigger picture or larger truth is rewarding, it's essential to pay attention to details too. They might also benefit from understanding that not all adventures are geographical, mental, emotional, and spiritual journeys can be just as fulfilling. Mercury in Sagittarius indicates a candid and optimistic nature. This person strives for knowledge and truth. They are known for clear, philosophical thinking and a positive mindset. Communicating in a direct, often blunt, manner is common. In relationships, they value honesty and love to share their ideas. Understanding and respect for their partner's intellectual freedom is crucial. However, asserting their ideas without considering others' viewpoints can lead to clashes. In the 10th house, this placement suggests an inclination towards philosophical, intellectual, or educational careers. They may excel in professions that involve communication, subject authority, or public speaking. Their optimism, intellectual curiosity, and strong moral compass can make them strong leaders. Their strengths can stem from their quest for knowledge, optimism, and straightforwardness. Their refusal to mince words can make them reliable allies. Their ability to think bigger can aid in problem-solving and creative tasks. Their challenges may include a tendency to be overly blunt or dismissive of others' ideas. They also struggle with details, preferring big-picture ideas, and might appear tactless or even arrogant at times. The personal growth lessons for Mercury in Sagittarius in 10th house include learning to value others' viewpoints, mastering the art of tactful communication, and not letting their idealism get in the way of pragmatic solutions. These traits can refine their leadership skills and deepen their interpersonal relationships. With Mercury in Sagittarius in the 11th house, one likely acquires an optimistic outlook and a broad-minded attitude. This position often engenders a love for thought-provoking conversations, philosophy, and discovering new ideas. Communication is typically frank, straightforward, and direct. There's a gift for seeing the bigger picture and an ability to inspire others with enthusiastic visions of the future. Relationships are often formed based on common intellectual interests, and there's a tendency to befriend those who stimulate mental growth and encourage personal freedom. This placement may result in the individual being quite social, with the ability to blend and adapt within different social circles and making friends from diverse backgrounds. In careers, professions related to teaching, philosophy, publishing, adventure tourism, or counseling can be of interest. One's innovative, visionary thinking and communicative abilities can shine in group and team settings, bringing forward new ideas and problem-solving techniques. There are challenges as well, primarily a tendency to overlook details and making hasty conclusions. These individuals may struggle with being overly blunt, which could unintentionally offend others. Personal growth entails learning to balance optimism with realism, cultivating patience, and listening attentively to others' perspectives. It's also important to refine communication styles to be more considerate and tactful to others' feelings. Although they are drawn toward exploring unknown territories, developing a sense of stability and grounding will help them grow personally and professionally. Mercury in Sagittarius in the 12th house suggests a person with a highly imaginative and inspirational mind. These individuals have a knack for deep and philosophical thoughts, often leaning towards a complex and abstract thinking pattern. This placement can make a person enthusiastic about learning and exploring unconventional knowledge. In relationships, these individuals can be a bit reserved or secretive. They may struggle to express their feelings and thoughts, potentially leading to misunderstandings. Due to their intuitive nature, they are good at understanding others, sometimes more than they may let on. Career-wise, this placement is beneficial for roles that require philosophical thought, for example, professions in psychology, arts, spirituality, or healing roles. It also suits careers where they can work independently or behind the scenes. Strengths associated with this placement include a powerful intuition, creative imagination, and philosophical mindset. Challenges involve difficulty in articulating thoughts and feelings, leading to communication issues. There could be a tendency to overthink, bringing some unnecessary mental stress. Personal growth lessons for individuals with this placement involve learning to express their thoughts and feelings freely, building better communication skills. They should also learn to trust their intuitive instincts while making decisions and acknowledging their unseen talents. They might have to deal with moments of loneliness and introspection which will aid in their spiritual growth and self-awareness.